Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, little learners. Welcome back to our learning space. My name is Miss Laura. Can you tell me your name? Ooh, I hear some of our friends shouting back at me. It's so nice to see you this wonderful Monday morning. Today I have a farm animal friend who's going to help us sing our good morning song. Ready to sing? Okay, let's sing together. Here we go. Good morning, it's a sunshine kind of day. Come join Miss Laura for some learning and some play. Will we sing a song? Of course we will. Make our brain strong, like super strong. So come along. Yes, come on, friends, for some learning and some play. All right, I'm going to put my pig friend away, and I brought a farm animal today because we're going to read a classic tale that I love called Mrs. Wishy-Washy this week. I'm kind of dressed like her, aren't I? So let's review our schedule and see what we have planned. So we're going to do our emotional check-in. We're actually going to do some feelings journaling today. So if you have a piece of paper and a pen handy, you can follow along with me when we do that activity in just a minute. Our weekly investigation is around Mrs. Wishy-Washy. Today we're going to make some bubble art because Mrs. Wishy-Washy likes to keep things clean. And then we're going to end our day with a goodbye song or a goodbye smooch, depending on the time. Are you ready to get started? Okay, if you have your pencil and paper handy, I'll walk you through our journaling activity. So last week we talked about journals as a way to remember what we read in books, but you can actually journal to get in touch with your feelings. And feelings are something that we feel in our body, and our feelings change just like the weather. Sometimes we're mad, sometimes we're sad, sometimes we're happy and excited. It just depends. That's called our mood. So today I'm going to draw how I'm feeling. Now, in our story, one of the characters in the book loves to play in the mud. Have you ever played in the mud? I have, and it's usually when it's raining. So I'm going to draw a big umbrella, and I'm going to think about how I feel when it's raining. So usually when it's raining, I feel super happy because I love the rain. I love to splash in the rain. I love to see the raindrops. And of course, I love mud puddles. I'm going to make a big mud puddle here. Should I draw a rain boot? Okay, I'm going to draw a rain boot. Here it is. That's my rain boots. And they're going to be stomping in the mud. Now, when I was little, I didn't used to wear rain boots. I used to go out in my socks, and my parents would get so angry. Okay, so here I am. Now I'm going to draw how I'm feeling when I'm out in the rain, in the mud. So I said I was feeling happy or excited. So I'm going to give myself a big smile, which is what you do when you're happy. I'm going to make my eyes bright, make a little nose. I won't forget my ears. How about my hair? Today I'm wearing a bow. Oh, there we go. I'm happy. Now I can try to write some of the words and the beginning sounds for how I'm feeling. Happy. Do you hear that beginning sound? Happy. So I'm going to write H because that is the letter that makes the sound. Ha. Now I've been writing a long time, so I know it has two P's and a Y to finish it off. So happy. I'm happy when I go play in the mud. And I'd love to see your drawings of how you're feeling today too. Now to get our day started, I'm actually going to show you another beginning sound, and then we're going to watch a video that's going to tell our story. Are you ready for this beginning sound? It starts with a big line. Of course, it starts at the top, and then another big line down. letter am I making? And another one. What letter is it? W, that's right. W for wishy-washy. Right now we're going to watch the story of Mrs. Wishy-Washy together. Let's watch. It's story time. Miss Wishy-Washy by Joe Cowley, retold by Miss Laura. Once upon a time, there was a woman named Miss Wishy-Washy. She lived on a farm, and she liked things to be clean, clean, clean. One day, a cow walked by a big puddle of mud and said, "Oh, lovely mud," and jumped right in. Once the cow was good and dirty, it walked away. But oh no, what is Miss Wishy-Washy going to say? Along came a horse, and the horse said, "Oh, lovely mud," and jumped right in. Once the horse was good and dirty, it galloped away. But goodness me, what is Miss Wishy-Washy going to say? Next came a sheep who said, "Oh, lovely mud," and jumped right in like the others. Once the sheep was good and dirty, it also walked away. Along came Miss Wishy-Washy. She saw the dirty animals and said, "You're so dirty! Into the tub you go." Into the tub went the cow. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, wishy-washy. And into the tub went the horse. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, wishy-washy. And last, into the tub went the sheep. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, wishy-washy. "That's much better," said Mrs. Wishy-Washy, and she went into the house. But the animals found the mud again and got all dirty. The end. I hope you liked that story of Mrs. Wishy-Washy. I told you those animals love the mud. Now, you know on Mondays we like to do an activity that's going to help us get hooked on the book. So today I thought we'd make some bubble art. So to make this activity, you're going to need the following materials. You're going to need a straw, a cup, some paint, dish soap, and some paper. Now this one's really fun because we get to see the bubbles kind of forming on top. So the first thing I'm going to do is pour some water into a container like this. This is going to make our bubbles. Have you ever made bubbles at home? I used to make bubbles in the bath when I was very, very young. I used to splash around and make bubbles. And of course, Miss Wishy-Washy loves bubbles, right? So I'm going to add my paint. And then, of course, to make the bubbles, we need soap. So water, paint, and soap. This is some dish soap I got from my house. I'm going to pour it in there. Ooh, that's quite a lot of soap. Next comes the fun part. We're actually going to mix it a little with our straw. Then we're going to make some bubbles by blowing on it. Are you ready? Oh, it's already making bubbles. Here we go. Ooh, super high. So you want the bubbles to go on top of your bowl like this. And then you're going to get your white piece of paper, and there's a couple of ways that you can make this art. So the first thing you can do is kind of gently put your paper on top of your bubbles. Ooh. I didn't get too many bubbles that way. Let me blow some more. Whew, that was a lot. For me, the best way that worked to make my bubble art is to actually get a spatula and reach over and grab my bubbles and put them on my paper like this. Come on, bubbles. Ooh, there they go. So you can start to see what comes out is just some bubbles like this. right, let's do a couple more. I wonder if the animals in our story loved to take a bath. If they loved the bubbles or not. Didn't seem like they did, huh? Do you like to take a bath? Sometimes kids are in the middle of playing and they don't like to take a bath. Ooh, there goes some more of my bubble art. You can see it. Here's one that's already dried, so you can kind of see. You can see the bubbles on there. Let's keep going. I'm going to show you another method that I learned for creating this. You've got to really mix up the water and the paint. Gets in there. Whew. Now this can get kind of messy, so make sure that you're in a place where you can get things messy. Okay, the next one takes a little skill. You actually have to swipe the paper over like this. But it's kind of fun because you get to pop all the bubbles. And then you get to see more of the bubble art. There it is. So once you feel comfortable with the amount of bubbles you have on your piece of paper, you can do anything with it. So what I decided to do was I decided to make a tub just like Mrs. Wishy-Washy, and I put my dog Luna in it. So see, I wrote my name on the top and cut out a picture of Luna and put a tub on there. So you can do that too. So I'll show you how I did the bubbles. I took my paper and then I started cutting circles like bubbles. It's hard to see here in TV land, but it looks like bubbles in there. And then once I cut my circles, I glued them onto my paper using my glue like this. And you can actually make anything. You can find a picture of your parents, your dog, your cat, a picture of you in the bathtub, just like Mrs. Wishy-Washy. Now I think that making something like this would make Mrs. Wishy-Washy really happy because she loves things that are clean. And this art project is definitely clean. Hey, well, boys and girls, looks like it's time to say goodbye. I hope if you make your bubble art that you send me a picture here at the station. And if you include your address, you're actually going to get an activity book from our friends here at PBS. Ooh, there's the address now. So I hope to hear from you soon. Until then, Miss Laura's going to send you a big hug and a big smooch, and remind you to read and to play and to explore the rest of your day, and to not forget to come back tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to do some more fun things. We're actually going to make mud. Now, of course, you can make mud with dirt outside. Of course you can, but I'm going to show you how to make mud that you can actually stick in your fingers and eat. So I hope to see you then. Okay, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.